Hi, my name is Shelby Pruitt. The theme for my unit is space, and my target grade level is the second grade. The science unit. Many shapes, kinds, and forms of land and water on Earth. So I'm going to start this lesson just with Earth because students are more familiar with Earth than all the other 8 planets. I'm going to show the students this PowerPoint that I found on the NASA website, and it kind of just runs through activities you can do. I'm going to take the students around the school, point out different landmarks and bodies of water that we can see. There's a virtual tour on the PowerPoint as well that I will run the students through and show them different landmarks and types of bodies of water so they're familiar. And then once the students are exposed to different types of land and bodies of water, I'm going to have them fill out this sheet, name 5 different landforms or bodies of water, draw a picture to show each landform in your list. So it's just going to be a small picture. For example, a glacier, and then an image of a glacier. Standard for this is develop a model to represent the shapes and kinds of lands and bodies of water. And then for the math unit, the title is How Far is Each Planet from the Sun? And then the students create a line picture graph displaying the distance of each planet from the Sun. They can illustrate each planet above the line, just like this example. Prior to the students constructing this show them this example. Describe to the students how far a million kilometers actually is. Give the students a rounded distance of each planet from the Sun. So, for example, I'm going to round each one of these to the tenths, and I'm going to have it in a little list for the students so they're able to just have that. And then just show them the example and how they labeled the line graph, and then I do want them to draw an image of each planet above the line graph that they create. Make more sense. I want students to do this in groups of 2 or 3. And the standard for this is draw a picture graph and a bar graph with single unit scale to represent a data set with up to 4 categories. Solve simple put together, take apart, and compare problems using information presented in a bar graph. So students are creating their line picture graph of the planets and how far away they are from the Sun. And then jumping over to the social studies unit, title for this is just map of the solar system. Now the students construct their very own map of space in small groups of 3 to 4. Include labels of the planets, the order of them from the Sun. I'm actually going to have them do this after the math unit because they already learned the order of them from the Sun in the math unit. Use arrows displaying the planet order. Labels each planet, the Sun, the universe. I'm going to have a key of what I want the students to label, and then I want them to have a key in their map that they construct. But after the math lesson, I'm going to give them a list of exactly what I want labeled, but allow them to be creative with the map, how they construct it, and the key. The standard for this is construct and explain a map that includes directions, labels, and a key. And then for the language arts unit, I'm going to have the students read There's No Place Like Space by Dr. Seuss. I'm going to read it to the entire class, and then I'm going to assign a planet to small groups of 3 to 4. And I'm going to have the students record the main points out of the novel There's No Place Like Space. Once they do that, I'm going to have them go online, find an article together, and pick out 3 more main points for their assigned planet. The standard for this is ask and answer such questions as, who, what, where, when, why, and how to demonstrate understanding of key details in a text. So they're going to find key details in the Dr. Seuss novel, which there's only about 2 or 3 little. That's why I'm going to have them go online and find a few more. And then for the drama unit, the title is There's No Place Like Space Skit. I'll have them do this after the language arts unit because it's going to go off of the novel There's No Place Like Space by Dr. Seuss. So the students have had this book read to them and dissected it, picking out their main points. So the main points that they picked out, I'm going to have them present those to the class of their assigned planet into small groups and just tell the class what main points they found for their planets. Second exposure, I'm going to show each small group a video of his or her planet. It's going to be about 1 to 2 minute videos, so very short. I'm going to have the students take notes and find main points that they think are important that were in the video. I'm going to have the students compile those, the main points of the video. Third exposure, using the notes from the video, the novel, and the online resource that they used. I'm going to have the students create a skit within their small groups of the assigned planet and just have them depict the main points and notes in a fun and creative way. So for example, Mars is color of rust, and that is said in the Dr. Seuss novel. And so the students could have a picture of Mars and it could look like the color of rust, and they could use that within their skit. And that would depict their main points. The standard I'm using for this is demonstrate how interest, knowledge, and skills relate to personal choices and intent in creating, performing, and responding to music. So for the music unit, we are going to play a song called We Are the Planets. It is linked over on my flashlight choreography with flashlights. So each planet is going to kind of have a color. I am only using 4 colors in the flashlight choreography, so the planets are kind of grouped together in the how far they're away from the sun, and the song actually goes from the distance from the sun, so it kind of ties into the math unit as well. So they are going to do the flashlight choreography that I have right below it, linked to it. The standard I'm using for this is with minimal guidance, improvised rhythmic and melodic patterns, and musical ideas for a specific purpose. Lastly, my art unit, I labeled it Planet of All Colors. I'm going to have each student draw out of a hat a planet and have them construct their planet. I am not going to have the students use the planets that they did in the drama language arts unit. They've done enough for that. I'm going to have the students construct their planet using foam spheres, colored paper, paints, construction paper. Each planet has a different color. Some planets are very similar, but they can be depicted in different colors. Some planets have multiple colors. Do this project after the music units because the music unit kind of depicts the colors of each planet already. So the students will kind of have an idea of what the planet's colors are. As you can see, Mercury, I can have it gray with white splotches. Earth, green, blue, white, it's supposed to be in there. And then Mars is that rust color. I didn't have a very rusty red. The standard that is used for this is experiment with various materials and tools while demonstrating safe use of materials, tools, and procedures. Create works of art or design. So they're using multiple materials with color psychology because each planet has a different color or colors, and they're relaying this off of the flashlight choreography that we're going to be doing beforehand. And that is my lesson plan of space. Thanks for listening.